Hello and welcome to another Life Beyond Bricks video. It's been a while. We've been absent for a while. We've been super busy with work. It's just unavoidable. We haven't been able to put any videos out, so sorry about that. But we are now getting to the point where we're going on our European trip again. It wouldn't be a European trip without some form of, well, some potential disaster before we even go. Now, obviously you can see the van is on the ramp. It's on axle stands because that is all that's supporting it at the moment. When I serviced the van the other day, because we're going to Europe, I serviced the van and I just had a good inspection of everything, and I just noticed these tiny little tears just in the airbag. So probably just very small cosmetic tears, but at the end of the day, we're going to be in Europe for 2 months, so I don't really want the airbags bursting whilst we're away. It's fully on air, so if you have a bad go, that's it. You've got to recover it and get the airbag replaced. So a relatively simple job to replace these airbags, or I say it was relatively simple until I broke an airline, or an airline fitting. As you can see, this one should have something on the bottom of it, which they should look something like that. I was a little overzealous when I did it up and broke that. So luckily the VB dealer, the VB dealer network did come to our rescue. Both A&E Leisure and SAP, they're really, really helpful. We did manage to go and get the parts from SAP. So we were supposed to be gone this morning, and it is now the afternoon. Because of that, and it's my own fault, I did it up too tight. It's my own fault, so yeah, let's get it done.
So it wouldn't be an LBB adventure, would it, without a little bit of drams? Would it, John?
No, definitely not.
So yeah, there was a chance that we thought that the van was going to be stuck like this for the foreseeable forever if we couldn't get the parts. So John's probably already told you that we've been super busy since our last video, since we changed vans or since we got the new micro camper. And yeah, our feet haven't touched the ground. I think I keep saying that phrase, but it's the most accurate. So obviously since I went to the Sahara, well, I didn't go to the Sahara actually, obviously, but I went to Morocco on the Bailey Sahara Challenge, which was incredible. For anyone that hasn't seen it yet, because when we went to the show, I had so many questions of people asking me, oh, when are you going to get a video out? And I just haven't had a chance to do anything yet with the footage I took. However, Bailey's documentary is up now, and I would probably far recommend watching that. It's incredible. So I'll put a link in the description for that documentary. It was amazing. And then obviously we've been working the show. So we did Harrogate, and then we've just recently done the Peterborough show. And I just want to say a massive thank you to absolutely everybody who came and spoke to us, came to watch our talks. We're blown away by it, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Like, considering that obviously as we've been trying to juggle working and content and travel and everything, all the people that have stuck with us and come and see us at the shows, and the people that ask us questions, and it's incredible, and we're both super, super grateful, so thank you for that. We've got one more show, Campervan Campout, coming up next weekend, the Coronation Bank Holiday weekend. Super excited about that, brand new show. Again, if you haven't already got your tickets, pre-booked camping is now closed, but you can pay on arrival. But also if you just want day tickets, you can still get them, and we have a little discount code that I'll put in the description. How's it going?
Yeah, okay. Just replace the bit that I broke.
Show him, what was it?
Just a little fitting.
That's what we were waiting for.
Yeah.
That.
Should have a thread on the end. Don't know whether you can see it. But silly boy here went on it like a rhinoceros and broke it.
That's what happens when you're rushing around. So it kind of forced us to slow down for a day, didn't it?
Yeah.
Or it has forced us to slow down for a day, because we should have been on the road by now. We should have been well on our way down south, but never mind. These things happen. So are they being held up by these axle stands? Is that what?
We are on the jack as well, so we've supported front and back.
Oh, okay.
The one airbag is in place and done. So I need to just replace rubber O-ring on this before I put it in, and then do the same on the other side.
So that's what it looks like without the airbag?
That's it, yeah.
So the airbag goes here, is that right?
Yeah, airbag goes there. Absolutely love the system, still advocate it. It gets a lot of use. Like we're auto leveling all the time, so if you work that out, that's like thousands and thousands of times.
Yeah.
And after we've leveled, obviously we're in the van all the time, so the suspension still moves.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's no different than if you had an electrical install and it went wrong, is it?
No.
Still paid just, you know, lots of money for that. There we go. So yeah, this is what the van looks like up on the ramps. Bit of a beast, isn't it? Oh yeah, there's the lines. Look, there's the air lines that go down into the. Is that the control thing there?
Yeah, that's the control system. The pump and the valve body and all the electronics is in here. And then there's the network of airlines. We've got the emergency valves up top, which makes it a lot easier to work on. Obviously, I will say though, is do not work on this system unless you know what you're doing.
Yes.
Because the vehicle is fully suspended on air, so if you work on something, the vehicle's not supported, and an airline breaks or something like that, then it will just dump the vehicle down onto its bump stops. So do not work on these unless you know what you're doing.
Ah, is that our diesel heater thing?
This is indeed.
Ah, there we go. There's our diesel heater. Fitted under there. Ah. See, I like to learn these things. It was like this when we used to work in the car trade, in the motor trade together as well. I used to stick my nose in and try and learn stuff because it's really helpful.
I got these tickets, man, for the show right over here in this badass tent. And I'll sell them to you for $6,000. $6,000. All right.
Right, all done. I think it is all good. Everything's tight. Hoses are all cable tied back. Those QR codes will come off in a bit. They'll come off on their own. Yeah, I think that is all good. So that is what they're supposed to look like. Yeah, so that was a problem. I just did it up too tight and the threads separated from the rest. So yeah, my fault. Nobody to blame but myself. VB Dealer Network to the rescue. Managed to find somebody that had it in stock, went and got it. So all back together, new airbags on. So hopefully we are ready for Ardingly and Europe.
So far so good. Done about, what, 100 miles?
Yeah.
About 100 miles since we set off. Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but all good so far. Just had a nice little stop off to grab some dinner, and then yeah, before we get to the show, we've got one more stop to make to see some friends, and then that's it. So we will catch you
Ardingly
on the next one. Bye.